When the body begins to move, the soul falls silent. And in that silence, movement becomes prayer. Throughout history, humans have reached toward the divine, toward nature, toward the very universe itself, not only with words, but with rhythm, with motion, with dance. Today we step into the mystical world of sacred dance rituals, where every movement becomes a form of worship, every step a silent song, every rhythm an echo of ancient connection. Dance is one of humanity's oldest forms of worship. Long before there were written prayers, before temples rose from the earth or hymns soared through the air, there was movement. The earliest people listened to the world around them. The first rhythm they heard may have been the steady beat of a heart, the thrum of rain, the pulse of a drum. Instinctively, the body responded. That response, swaying, stamping, leaping, was the birth of ritual, a language older than words. Across continents and centuries, dance became a sacred bridge. In African tribes, the earth was pounded by feet in ceremonies to summon rain or to honor the ancestors. In the Americas, indigenous peoples spun and leapt in dances meant to heal, to celebrate, to commune with the spirits of the land. In Asia, intricate patterns of movement told stories, invoked blessings, and marked the turning of the seasons. Always, movement carried a single sacred message, that the body itself is a vessel for prayer, and that every gesture can be a form of worship. Let us travel now to the ancient world, where sacred dances flourished at the heart of spiritual life. In Egypt, priestesses moved in graceful procession to honor Hathor, the goddess of music, dance, and joy. Their dances were not mere entertainment. They were offerings, believed to please the gods and ensure the balance of the cosmos. The flicker of torches, the swirl of linen robes, the rhythm of sistrums and drums, all combined to create an atmosphere where the divine could be felt, even seen. In the world of Greek mythology, dance was woven deeply into stories of gods and mortals. Apollo, the radiant god of music and prophecy, led the muses in ecstatic dances atop Mount Helicon. It was said that their movements brought inspiration to poets, artists, and musicians, infusing the mortal realm with divine creativity. To dance, in this context, was to open oneself to the possibility of epiphany, to become a channel for forces greater than oneself. Traveling further east, we arrive in India, where dance is nothing less than a language of the gods. Here, the divine is not only honored through movement, divinity itself is expressed as dance. The god Shiva, as Nataraja, is depicted in eternal motion, one foot planted firmly on the ground, the other raised in perfect balance. Around him, a ring of fire symbolizes the endless cycle of creation and destruction. Every gesture, every turn of the wrist or flick of the ankle is codified with meaning. The classical dances of India, Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Odissi, are not just performances, they are rituals, each step a story, each pose a silent hymn to the rhythm of the universe. Everywhere we look, ancient people dance their prayers. They dance to celebrate the harvest, to mourn the dead, to mark the passage from childhood to adulthood. They dance to heal, to bless, to remember. Each sacred dance was a thread in the great tapestry of human spirituality, a way to bring invisible forces into the visible world. In our own culture, few sacred dances are as visually striking or spiritually potent as the whirling of the Mevlevi dervishes. Originating in the mystical tradition of Sufism, the Mevlevi Sema ceremony is both a dance and an act of devotion. As haunting music fills the air, the dervishes begin to turn, slowly at first, then with increasing speed. Their right hands reach toward the heavens, open to receive divine grace. Their left hands point toward the earth, offering that grace to the world below. The dancer becomes a living axis, a conduit through which spiritual energy flows from the infinite into the finite. This whirling is not simply a feat of endurance or balance. It is a meditation in motion, a symbolic journey toward unity with the divine. The dervish spins, letting go of the self, dissolving into the rhythm until only the dance remains, pure, timeless, sacred. For a moment, the dancer and the universe are one. This is the essence of sacred motion, losing oneself only to discover a deeper connection with all that is. If we look beyond organized religion, we find that in shamanic cultures around the world, dance serves as a bridge between worlds. Among Siberian shamans, Amazonian healers, and indigenous peoples from Africa to the Americas, rhythmic movement accompanied by the beat of a drum is the key to altered states of consciousness. The dancer enters a trance, their mind stilled by repetition, their senses open to realms beyond the ordinary. In this state, the dancer communicates with ancestors, with animal spirits, with the forces of nature. The dance is not a performance for others to watch, but a journey inward and outward, a dialogue with the unseen. It is believed to bring healing not only to the individual, but to the community as a whole. As the rhythm builds and the body surrenders, the dancer moves closer to their own essence, to the source of life itself. Shamanic dance, then, is not just ritual, it is medicine, transformation, awakening. Throughout history, dance has also been a powerful symbol of feminine energy. In many ancient societies, the cycles of the moon and the rhythms of fertility were celebrated through dance. The mother goddess Cybele, worshipped in ancient Anatolia, was honored with wild, ecstatic dances that represented the power of birth, growth, and renewal. These rituals were led by women, their movements embodying the generative force of nature itself. Even today, echoes of these ancient dances can be found in celebrations around the world. At weddings, at harvest festivals, at rites of passage, dancers invoke the same energies: feminine power, abundance, and the miracle of life's renewal. The circle dance, with its repeating patterns and communal spirit, is a universal symbol of unity and continuity. Through dance, the story of birth, growth, love, and rebirth is told again and again, a living testament to the cycles that shape all existence. As the centuries have passed, the role of dance in spiritual life has changed. Many ancient rituals have faded, their meanings forgotten or transformed. Yet the spirit of sacred dance endures, finding new forms in the modern world. Today, dance has moved from temples to stages, from sacred groves to yoga studios and urban parks. But its essence remains the same: to unite body and spirit through rhythm. Yoga flows, with their mindful sequences of movement and breath, are a kind of dance, a meditation in motion that honors the connection between body, mind, and soul. Ecstatic dance gatherings invite participants to let go of judgment, to move freely and intuitively, rediscovering the joy of pure expression. Meditative movement practices blend ancient techniques with contemporary understanding, offering new paths to presence and healing. Across cultures and generations, the forms of sacred dance may evolve, but the purpose is constant: to seek unity, to express reverence, to touch the divine through the language of the body. Whether in a crowded festival or in the solitude of one's own room, dance remains a way to pray without words, to offer gratitude, to remember our place in the rhythm of life. Sacred dance is not just a relic of the past, it is a living tradition, woven into the fabric of everyday existence, in the sway of a mother rocking her child, in the communal dances of celebration, in the quiet movements of those who grieve. We see the same impulse: to use the body as a vessel for emotion, connection, and meaning. Today we have journeyed from ancient temples to modern studios, tracing the sacred rhythm that connects us all. Every step is a prayer, every motion an intention, every rhythm a remembrance. The story of sacred dance is the story of humanity's longing to belong, to the earth, to each other, to something greater than ourselves. If you're inspired by the hidden histories and mystical traditions that shape our world, consider delving deeper. Explore the dances of your own heritage, or learn about the rituals of others. Attend a ceremony, join a community dance, or simply close your eyes, listen to your heartbeat, and let your body move. In that movement, You may find a new kind of prayer, a way to speak without words, to honor life's mysteries, to feel the pulse of the cosmos within your own skin. Remember, every culture, every era, every individual has danced in some fashion. Some dances are solemn, others wild and exuberant. Some are performed in the open air, beneath the stars, others in the quiet of sacred halls. Some are carefully choreographed, others improvised from the depths of feeling. But all sacred dances share one thing. They are acts of devotion, expressions of gratitude, invitations to connect with the unseen. Perhaps the greatest gift of sacred dance is its universality. It transcends language, belief, and time. It reminds us that we are all part of the same rhythm, the rising and falling of breath, the beating of the heart, the turning of the seasons, the spiraling of the stars. When we move in conscious rhythm, we align ourselves with this greater order, remembering that our bodies too are sacred instruments, capable of channeling energy, emotion, and intention. So the next time you find yourself compelled to move, to sway, to leap or spin, let yourself surrender to the rhythm. Know that in that moment, you are participating in an ancient, ongoing ritual. You are joining countless others, past and present, who have sought the divine through dance. You are praying, even if you do not realize it. You are honoring the sacred, simply by moving. If you love exploring the hidden stories of mystical and cultural rituals, don't forget to seek out more knowledge, to ask questions, to participate and observe with an open heart. The world is rich with forgotten traditions, each one a window into the soul of humanity. Through dance, we remember. Through movement, we become whole. And who knows, maybe one day, when you lose yourself in a rhythm, when your mind falls silent and only your body remains, you'll realize you've been praying all along.